You just completed reading a couple pages of information about definitions of various forms of evidence, testimonial, documentary, physical, demonstrative. And I guess you have to ask yourself the question, so what? I mean, do we really need to spend so much time thinking about some very basic definitions that many of you may have already known, many may think are quite intuitive? Well, the answer is we think it is important to dwell on it a bit. I mean, you might be saying to yourself, so what, who cares at this point? Well, let me explain. Remember our definition of investigation, the systematic collection. That's the first part of that definition. Systematic, again, implies a set of rules. There will be a set of rules about how we are to conduct interviews, that is, to take testimonial evidence. There'll be a set of rules for how we create and collect and create documentary evidence, a set of rules about how we collect physical evidence, a set of rules for how we collect and create demonstrative evidence. And you know something? If we don't follow the rules, people will not believe our conclusions. We know this from every other part of our life. If you go to a doctor's office and the doctor has to make an inquiry of your blood pressure, that is some sort of an investigation. There are rules for how you do that. It's not just like I have my way, you have your way. There is a right way and a wrong way. There may even be the best way. But the key here is that you have to follow evidence-based rules that help identify the proper method for collecting information and eventually preserving it. There is a video, which is probably the longest video you'll see in this course. It's immediately following this one. You'll see the link on your screen to the McMartin School case. It was one of the most terrible moments, I think, in American investigative history, if I can put it that way, if there is such a thing. It happened many years ago. Many of you were not born when it occurred, but it's still instructive. I would encourage you to watch the video. By the way, it involved a criminal investigation, but it involved a criminal investigation of the workplace. And what you're going to see is that many of the people who participated were not the police. They were people who might have been engaged in any other workplace investigation of a similar nature that didn't have criminal implications. So please watch that video.